Hello, I'm Lynn Onstot with the City of Joplin. This is Joplin Insider. This is a show to help our citizens understand a little bit more what goes in City Hall and some of the activities that are taking place this summer. Today, I'm lucky to have Paul Bloomberg with Parks and Recreation, our Activities and Recreation Manager. And it's always a pleasure to have Paul here. Welcome.
Always love being here.
Yep. You have a lot of fun stuff going on, and
we do.
We're going to kind of spend the 30 minutes talking about some of the stuff you've got going.
Okay.
So, as a recreation manager, what does that really entail for you?
That's kind of a broad term, I guess, if you want to call it that. You know, in my position, I do anything from run all the pools, run day camps, run concession stands, manage the athletic complex with all of our sporting events and stuff like that. And, you know, obviously paperwork and, you know, the day-to-day stuff.
Well, I know there's a lot more to day-to-day stuff than you're out in the parks this summer, so we'll be talking about some of those programs. But pools, aquatic centers, that's kind of the big hit right now.
Yeah.
So we opened Schifferdecker last year, the new one.
Right.
Large slides, large fun, just a lot of fun.
It's awesome.
Yes. So tell me, how do you plan to have so many lifeguards? I mean, you've obviously had to increase your staff in the last couple of years because of that facility.
Schifferdecker, in the past, before Schifferdecker Aquatic Center came on, we probably hire maybe 60 lifeguards in a season, but because Schifferdecker is so big, it has 2 areas of water. We actually, that pool alone, on a daily basis, we have to have about 23 lifeguards work that pool.
Wow, and they obviously don't work all day because of the heat.
Well, actually, they do work all day.
Oh.
But they're on a rotation.
Oh, okay.
Within the pools, there's 3 or 4 rotations where they get to go into the air conditioner, take a break, you know, everything like that. But they do. I mean, they work a long day. I mean, the city, not the city, but the hours, you know, are 1 to 6. So, but they also have swim teams in the evening they have to watch the water for. So, but that pool, you know, that has 35 lifeguards assigned to. The other 2 pools, they have 12 people watching the water at each facility, but we have about 25 guards assigned to each of those pools. So we have about 85 lifeguards, and then we also have 10 management. So we're close to 100
Well,
personnel.
you also have your concessions. I mean, that's something that a lot of people don't realize. You know, that it's nice to take a break, go get something to eat, something cold to drink, and you have a nice shady area at all the parks, or all the pools rather.
Yeah, we have really nice canopies, and we actually have, it's really, well, all of our food's contained within the concession area, obviously, because we don't want the stuff to get into the pools.
Sure.
But the concessions are a great place for kids to, you know, get a snack, ice cream, slushies, hot dog, nachos, pizza, you name it.
All the good stuff.
All the good stuff that, you know,
kids want.
Parents don't feed you at home.
Yeah, right, that the kids want, and it is fun. Well, and I like the idea that there's shade, because some parents don't want to get out in the sun. You know, they just, you know, want to take the kids, but they want to keep an eye on them. Even though there's lifeguards, you know, of course, parents are still wanting to participate with their kids and keep an eye on them.
Right.
So for those little toddlers, what kind of amenities do you offer for the ones, you know, obviously they're not going in the, you know, the slides and the diving board. So what kind of fun stuff do you have planned for them?
Each pool has something for the little one. Schifferdecker has quite a bit. All of the pools have 0 depth entry, which is basically like you're walking into a beach.
Okay.
So for the toddlers, you know, that's perfect for them. I mean, so the water levels, you go from 0, you know, to about 3 feet. We have kiddie slides at all the pools. I know Schifferdecker has a separate area that has a water playground strictly for the little kids. Because, you know, there's the stuff for the big kids, the little kids can't go on, so there's height restrictions for both big and small kids.
Right.
Cunningham, that too has a water playground in it. It also has a lily pad walk.
Which is hard to do.
It is hard. I haven't made it across yet, and I've been doing it, what, 18 years now? So
challenge.
And then Ewart, you know, Ewart's our oldest of the 3 pools now. So it's the first one that had a water playground inside, but it has lily pads and basketball and floaties that kids can play on. So, yeah,
so all ages. I mean, it's not, you know, because I know when people see the large slide and the, you know, the tall diving board and such like that at Schiff, and they're wondering, what about my smaller kids? And
right.
So, and the lazy river, huge hit.
Yeah, that's awesome. It gets really packed, and we have rafts for small and older people. So, but they can also use them on our tube slides, and we also have the speed slide. But if you just want to relax and just chill out, I mean, there's a nice current that goes around that lazy river, and so it's really relaxing.
That is good. Well, I know we have, like you said, the 3 different pools and probably 3 different price structures. Can you kind of run us through? I think, Bill, I think you might have some prices that we could pop up on the screen for our viewers. Some of the pricing.
Yep. Obviously, Schiffer-Decker Aquatic Center is our flagship water park now. So with the amenities that go with it, the prices, we have to, it's a little bit reflect it, yeah. So children who are 15 and under, we charge $4 to get in.
Okay.
And then 16 and over is 15.
15. Oh, yeah, large
wow,
stuff.
that is a big jump, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
No, it's $5 for 16 and over. And then obviously, if you have a 2-year-old and under, they're free to get in, and that's 2 and under at free at all the pools.
Okay. Great.
And then
the next one.
The next one would be Cunningham. That pool we
over
charge
on the south side, 25th and Main Lane, right?
Yep. That's where that one is, right next to the Cunningham Park that just got.
Oh,
I think our last project just got finished.
The Butterfly Garden.
Butterfly Garden.
Yeah,
so
beautiful.
But we charge $3 for children, $4 for adults, and then Ewert that pool is the $250 rate and $350 rate.
Okay. Well, I know if you're going to be taking your kids to the pool a lot, or the family, what's the best economical way to do that? Season pass?
Oh, you bet.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
season pass prices, there they are. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you always have your one kids that go to the pool all the time.
I was one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what they call them pool rats. Is
yeah,
what
I was
they call
probably
them.
one of those. Yeah.
But that's the way to go. You can do a family pass of 4 for $125, and then you can get an additional. Because I know there's not traditional families out there. It's just 2 parents, 2 kids.
Right.
There's bigger families, so we have additional family memberships passes that you can get to add on. And I believe those are $15 additional.
Okay.
And then you have your individual passes of $70 for.
So what's the process to get a season pass?
Well, we don't have the capabilities to sell them at the pool, so all of our season passes are sold at the Joplin Athletic
And that's
Complex.
because it's a photo ID?
Yes.
Yeah, and so that's why we keep it at one location, right?
Yeah, we have a nice little webcam, and we take your picture. And
well, and the pool's busy enough, just getting the kids in and out, and to do season passes, you need another staff member, I would imagine, at each location.
Yes, yep.
So it's real simple.
Yeah.
What are the hours at the athletic complex?
We are open Monday through Saturday from 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night, and then Sundays 12 to 5.
Okay, sounds good. So ideally, just get the family out there, get your season pass.
Yep.
Now, I know that there is a possibility you might be able to get a reduced rate.
Yes, the city council agreed to do this. I think it was last year, because last year was our first year selling memberships. You can get 50% off on all the passes if you qualify with 4 different.
With one of the 4 different.
One of the 4, right, qualifications. And one would be if you receive any assistance from WIC, any food stamps. Another one would be Medicaid, and I think the last one is if you receive Missouri Health Net.
Okay.
And then we would just need to have proof that you do get that assistance, and then we process it like anything else.
Okay, that sounds good. And it looks like every other season pass. It just saves you a little bit of money.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah. So entertainment. Well, that is great. So like I said, I know pools are always popular for my family, so I know a lot of people are already out there. You mentioned you've sold a significant number of season passes already.
Well, last year we sold 253 for the entire year.
Yeah.
We're only into 1 week, and we've already at 191.
Wow.
So we'll surpass it.
Yeah, I think so.
People are catching on. It's a great deal.
Yes. Well, I know the concession stands. You mentioned concession stands at the pools. Those are at all the facilities. We have the athletic complex. And so how many concession stands do you have?
Well, we have the 3 at the pools, and then we have a concession at Wendell Redden Stadium. We have one at Gene Bassman Softball Complex, another one at Hirschway Soccer Complex, and then we have another, Joe Becker Stadium, of course. There's one in there, and then we have a concession in our tennis pro shop.
So you're basically a food service organization as well.
Yeah,
so there you go.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'll look for you to cater my next.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Well, I do know that you have another new project, the summer day camp. Tell me about
Yes,
it.
we've actually, we kind of took a little bit of a break from that for about 5 years, and we decided to bring it back. That starts up June 9th.
Oh, and there's a nice flyer. There you go.
Nice. I have to give Jessica Stone as my administrative assistant. She's a whiz at doing flyers. So.
They look nice. They really do.
So, yeah. But that starts up June 9th. So we're taking registration as we speak, and that'll go on for 9 weeks into August.
Okay.
So, and it's only $85 a week. I think I want to say it's the cheapest in town. But
do you have to sign up for the whole summer?
No, you can sign up week by week.
Okay.
But if you sign up for the whole summer, then you get 1 week free.
Okay.
So
okay.
it's
Well,
kind
some
of a
kids
perk.
might be, going to summer school. I know some of the school programs offer that.
Right.
Or they may be taking a vacation and such. So how do they sign up for this?
You can do this several ways. You can do this. One, you can call the athletic complex at 625-4750.
Okay.
And the staff at the front desk will register you for it. Or you can go to joplinparks.org and you can do it online.
Okay.
Or you can walk in to the athletic complex and fill out the form.
Okay. Again, types of activities. I see arts and crafts. So.
Yep, we hired a school teacher who is our day camp director. So she has a nice lengthy calendar of events that she's going to be doing. So
that's great.
Arts and crafts, sports. They go swimming 3 days a week at Ewart Pool.
So where is this being held then?
This is held at Carver Memorial Nursery, which is just right behind Ewart Pool.
Okay, so very nice, close to the park, to the pool. So
yeah, it's actually an ideal spot because you have the pool right there. You have Ewart ball field right next to it as well that we get to utilize, and then you also have the park where it has a nice playgrounds and tennis courts and park area to play in.
Okay, and what ages is it good for?
This goes all the way from I believe 5 years old to 12.
Okay, so basically your school age children.
Yep.
That is good. So how many do you think you can handle through the summer?
Well, we would ideally like to break our camp up into 2 different age groups. One for like 5 to 7 year olds or 8, and then the other ones would be 9 to 12 to age appropriate activities and stuff. So we could take 40 in each group.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I mean, we have plenty of room. You know, so we're still taking registration.
Well, and I think it's a great alternative because I know when my kids were younger, that week by week, because sometimes you don't know. There might be a basketball camp or something with a school or something.
And we're finding that out now.
Yeah.
I mean, the other cool stuff though, we're working with the Joplin School District too, and they provide a free lunch and a free breakfast for all the kids.
Wow.
Yep. So that's included in the price.
Well, that's a great deal.
It's a really good deal.
Check it out, folks. If you haven't figured out what you're doing with your kids after they get out of summer school, this might be a place for them.
Oh, and all the counselors are CPR and first aid certified.
Well,
so
of course.
Gotta throw that in there.
Yes.
Safety is a big one.
Safety is a big one. Well, speaking of safety, we went from pools to summer fun day camp, but there's also more stuff in the pools. Swimming lessons.
Yep. We we're kind of changing our program this year. We've been with American Red Cross. This will be our 2nd year. So we actually have a couple of staff that we went and got certified as water safety instructors. And what they do, they will go back and train all of our lifeguards that want to be learn to swim lifeguards.
Okay.
And so that's our swim lesson program with American Red Cross. It's Learn to Swim. And there's what's encompassed in that, we have a class that's basically for mommies and me. For I think it's 3 months to I think maybe it might be 6 months to 3-year-olds, and it's just basically a program to get the little children used to the water, get their faces in the water, get them so they're not scared,
right?
They're in.
Well, I mean, to be quite honest, I mean, if you haven't been in the water a lot other than the bathtub, you stick them in the water, everybody gets kind of chilled and kind of tighten up.
Yep. You're right. And then the other
mom could hold them and play with them, and
we require the moms to get in the water or the dad to get in the water with them.
Okay, so it's a parent
just
activity.
Get used to the water. Yep.
Okay.
And then we have the preschool age program, which is for 4 and 5-year-olds, and then the actual Learn to Swim program is for 6 and older. I mean, even adults can sign up for it.
Sure.
So and that goes on all summer. We have 3 sessions. I believe the first session starts June 16th.
That's coming up, but but you have, like you said, 3 sessions, and they're offered different times a day, or is it?
We actually have. There's the morning session. We have a class at 10. We have a class at 11.
Okay.
And then we have classes in the evening at 6 and at 7. So we hit both.
So if you're work evenings and such, you can still get the lessons in. Well, that is great, because I know sometimes you're rushing around and trying to get things done, and so it's nice to have that alternative to maybe take it a little bit easier and do it during the morning. And
Yep.
So. Well, that is good. And where are they offered?
Everything's held at Ewart Pool.
Okay.
So that way it's all all.
So nobody gets confused on which pool to go to.
Correct.
Ewart is at 7th and or 6th and Campbell.
What's that? 7th and Murphy.
Okay.
Something like that. I believe that's it.
Yeah, around
Yep.
there. Okay. Well, I want to look through my little sheet. Is there anything else at the pools?
Well, we do offer birthday parties.
Okay.
Well, not birthday parties, but parties in general. You can rent the pool.
Okay.
Schifferdecker or Cunningham pool only, and those are available in the evening. So
Okay.
they just call the athletic complex, and they reserve a pool party there. I really think that's about all we have.
Okay, well that's a lot.
It is
it's
a lot.
not. Yeah, that's not
Yeah,
all, but
it is.
yeah, obviously Ewart's busy with the swimming lessons during the evening, so then you can go to Schiff or Cunningham.
Right. Oh yeah. And speaking of Schiff, we do or Schifferdecker.
Yes,
sorry.
I'm sorry, I shortened
I've been
it too.
here. I've been here quite a while. You get used to doing
Yes.
that. But Schifferdecker, we also have a family swim night, and that's on Fridays from 6 to 8.
Oh, great.
So-
and it's only families. So
It's only families that
the
can
rowdy,
attend to that.
no offense teenagers, but the rowdy ones that are really,
Yeah.
kind of splashing around
So-
and the little kids don't like it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's a nice little thing.
Lap swim?
We do have lap swims too. Well, you just keep on coming up with
I
them,
well,
don't we?
because
I know we do
you
have a lot.
so much.
Lap swims, they go on at Schifferdecker only, and we do that in the morning. You start at 7 o'clock if you like. We go to 11. It's $1.50 for every time you come, unless you have a pool pass.
Yeah.
Pool pass, you don't have to pay anything. You already paid your way.
Well, that is awesome.
And that's
a
that
lap-
goes Tuesday through Friday.
I'm a lap swimmer. I might have to try that out and see
it's
how
nice
that goes.
and cold.
Yeah, cold. Well, Ewart Park. I know we've talked about Ewart Park, but there's something new going on in Ewart Park this year. Something to do with fruits and veggies.
Oh yeah,
what's going on?
We're bringing. Not that we didn't already have it, but the
Yeah.
farmers market, we're offering that this year, and we kind of changed the location. I believe last year was in City Hall parking lot, but now we've moved it to a park. It's going to be located
Nice
in
setting.
Ewart Park. It's beautiful.
It'll be cooler, probably shade, grass.
Tons of shade. The vendors are actually sitting in the grass, not the asphalt. So the atmosphere is perfect for
Well,
a
and
farmer's
even
market.
at the park, again, you're going to have, if you have an opportunity to shop a little bit, look around, the kids can go to the playground and play because it's
Yep.
very close to that
Yep.
area. So, and Thursdays?
We do Thursdays starting this week, and they go 4:30 to 7 every
Okay.
Thursday.
Okay.
And then we do Saturdays. Saturdays is new. We've never offered that on a Saturday before. That's going 10 to 2.
Okay.
So we go a little bit later in the day, get people a chance to,
Okay.
get a chance to hit it.
And obviously produce that comes in, it's seasonal. I mean, I
Right.
understand the cool weather. I'm starting to learn a little bit, garden a little bit, but not
Yeah,
like some
I mean,
of these folks.
I'm amazed on what they can have ready for the farmers market at this time. But I mean, they have anywhere from beets, tomatoes, cucumbers, onion, all sorts of stuff.
And when the tomatoes hit, you get a huge crowd, don't you?
Yeah, tomatoes. Sweet corn's a huge one. We have
Right.
a vendor that's going to be bringing sweet corn.
Sweet onions have gotten to be really popular with our family. We,
Yep.
we love to roast them and
Yeah.
such. So,
And we have some pretty big food vendors coming in. We have 4 that are going to do it on Thursdays and 3 right now on Saturdays, and they're big. They're not small little tables.
so if people are a vendor or if they have produce, how do they sign up to be a vendor?
What they do is they go to the City of Joplin website, which is joplinmo.org, and there's you go to the search engine and Google Farmers Market, and it takes you to the application.
Okay. Is there a fee to be a vendor?
For the farmers, there is no fee. This year that's been waived. Now, there is we also have a crafters part that goes to the farmers market.
Okay.
Now, there is a fee for that if they want
Okay.
to have their crafts at the farmers market, and there's a $35 business license they get from the city,
Okay.
which they get at City Hall on the 3rd floor.
Okay.
And then also you have to have a $25 retail license that you get from the Department of Revenue.
Right.
So-
And that's just doing business no matter where you are.
Yep.
Whether you're in the park or in
Yes.
a storefront.
Right. That's
So,
just not for
not
us.
unusual.
But yeah.
Okay. Well, that's kind of exciting to have crafters there. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know we have some area farmers market that have been going for years and years that are
Mm-hmm.
getting bigger, and I'm glad that Joplin is continuing this. I mean, years
Right.
ago we had one. This was before I even joined the city. I
Mm-hmm.
know that there was one that my father-in-law went to. So I'm really glad to see us bringing it back.
Oh
So-
yeah, I think give us some time and it'll get larger. But
Yep.
you know,
And we're always open to suggestions, right?
oh, always, yeah.
And if they have leads on different farmers, okay.
And and we advertise a lot on the Facebook. So if you go to Joplin, I think it's Joplin Farmers Market 2014 on Facebook. that we do updates on Facebook all the time. Same way with our other programs for Parks and Recreation. If you go Joplin Parks and Recreation and like us, you'll get updates all the time on everything.
Yeah, Facebook is a good way to stay in touch.
Facebook is huge for us. We have a lot of followers.
That is good. So yeah, I know I tried to share on the city's Facebook. So, well, I know there's other activities. I mean, some of the leagues, some of the activities. Youth soccer's coming up. Is that right?
Yeah, we have our athletic manager, Grant Perky. He is offering a 7v7 youth soccer league. And this is the kind of league, and this will be offered, I believe he started in June.
7v7 meaning 7 people on a team versus 7 people on a team. Just
yeah,
saying.
sorry.
For those that may not know.
Yeah, I mean, 7v7 is the way.
Is the way they call it, yeah.
And it's the huge soccer thing now. I mean, it's 11v11 used to be, when they play 11 on 11, but now they're doing a shorter game.
A shorter game and faster paced?
Faster paced. The players, they touch the ball more, which is always better. They get more touches, so... but he's offering this summer, and that's in June.
Okay.
Middle of June. I think it starts June 18th. But you have to register as a team in that one. And I believe the ages are boys and girls are 10 and under, 12 and under, and 14 and under.
Right.
Leagues.
And if you miss this league, there's always opportunities to join other leagues. So again, check the parks.
Right.
Park stuff.
Right.
Now, individual camp days, individual kids' night out.
Correct.
What other stuff?
We are offering, and this will be our 3rd year doing it. They're called mini camps.
Okay.
And they're specialty. We're going to be doing a couple of Lego camps, which is our huge one. We usually get about 20 kids that do Lego camp.
Right. Well, Legos have gotten to be an incredible thing. I mean,
I used to do it when I was a kid.
I know, but now Legos
on the comeback.
And they've come out with pastels. I'm so proud of them that
I
they're helping girls. Well, it's
you're right. You're right.
Girls don't want to make big old monsters and things. They want to do something nice, dollhouse or whatever.
Yeah, you're right. But we also do science camp. There'll be art camp, and then I think we do one more. I want to say it's cooking camp, but there's like 4 or 5 that we do. And those won't start until the middle of June. But like I said, you just go to our website or you go to our Facebook page and everything.
How do you keep up with all this stuff? Don't have enough staff? Do you have enough staff?
We have a lot of staff.
Do people volunteer with you? Do you ever look for volunteers, or is that a difficult situation?
Yeah, I mean, not really. We don't.
Because it's such a come and go
process to go through. Checking everybody out, making sure they're good to work with kids. And
that's a good point.
the city, when we hire our kids to work with the kids, they go through a background check, drug test. So we know that they're safe.
That's a good point.
And they're all certified in CPR, first aid. So
and parents want to be assured of that. That is good. So are you still hiring? I mean, do you still?
No,
continue?
we're done.
Really?
We have, I have about 100 lifeguards this year, and I have about 40 different recreation instructors.
Congratulations, because I know that's quite a process.
When it comes time to doing the schedule, it's a little time consuming, but yeah.
Okay, so you're the schedule guy too.
I schedule everybody. So.
Okay, well, we have several different other things. We've disc. Tell me about.
Yep. This is a partnership with the Joplin Disc Golf Club. They're offering a free, I guess we would call it a free clinic for kids that want.
What is disc golf? Frisbee?
It's frisbee.
Let's go back to frisbee. For us old folks, that's what we call it.
It's a frisbee, but it's a little bit, nowadays it's more, I guess the frisbees are weighted, so you have different, it's like golfing.
There's
with
much more
different
finesse to
and,
it.
Yeah, if you want. I'd go out there with my.
We've got the flyer up.
There it is. Yeah, I go out there with my regular frisbee, but I mean the true disc golfers, they have a bag and everything with all different weights of stuff.
Okay, and if you go out there, you don't have to have your own equipment. They'll help you.
No, they'll help you. The whole thing is they teach lessons to you. So it starts at 9 o'clock.
I need to go.
It's a really cool sport. It starts at 9, goes to noon, and it's going to be July 5th, and I think it's held at Landreth Park. No, Leonard Park. Park. And that's the park right behind Toys R Us.
Oh, okay.
So,
so fairly close, right in the middle of town, really.
Yep.
Easy
and
to find.
It's free. There's no cost to it.
You kind of familiarize yourself with the sport.
Yep. So, and then I think the first 20 people that show up get a free disc.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, it's a great sport. So.
Yeah, and again, this information's on the website. So, a lot of dates coming up, for the different activities. And July 5th is right after a significant day.
I do that one too.
You tell me about July 4th.
July 4th, we're still planning everything. You know, we're getting ready to have our bid opening for fireworks next week.
Okay.
We do.
Meaning what? What for the general citizen who may not understand bid openings and all
Well,
this?
you just can't go out and hire somebody.
The city bids,
city of Joplin can't go out.
We
and
try to be objective and look at
Right.
everybody that wants to participate.
And we offer it. We advertise, say, hey, we're doing this
Right.
bid. If you'd like to submit it, here's the application. And then we have sealed bids that we open up on, I think it's June 11th this year.
Okay.
And so we select who we're gonna, who meets the criteria of what we're looking for
Okay.
for the fireworks. You know, we're still taking applications for food vendors. You know, that
Again, call you.
call us. Yep, there's
the
a
parks
there's an
number?
application for that. I believe the fee for that is $300 to join.
Okay.
To be part of it. We also, and then we have three. We're gonna have 3 acts this year. We have Big Smitty coming back as our main act,
Nice.
and he's really good. I mean, he plays everything.
Yeah, and he's got a good following.
He has a huge following.
Yeah, so that is good.
So he's our main act, and I know we have a couple more that we're going to be booking. So
Okay, well that's, and it's usually fireworks, I don't want to give the exact time, by like 9:45-ish?
Yeah, 9:45 is what we usually
Yeah.
shoot them
Yeah.
off at. So
Yeah.
hopefully, you know, no rain. We don't need rain.
No
Rain's
rain.
bad.
Yeah, and it's out at Landreth Park.
Yep.
We, you know, our health department's great about spraying, you know, well, Parks Department mows.
Parks mows and
Health sprays for mosquitoes,
Right.
set up the
Yeah.
food vendors, and
we have
it's a party.
It'll start at 5 o'clock with the entertainment. Now, if you need a ride to get there, we do have shuttle services
Oh, that's
starting
right.
at Memorial Hall.
That's
and
right.
I believe that starts at 7.
Okay.
So Maps puts that on.
Yep, and we do appreciate that. Robert Lawley
Yep.
and his group.
Yeah, they
so.
do a great job.
Well, I think we filled 30 minutes of all sorts of fun and activities for all ages. So I
Great.
really appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Again, want to remind our viewers, if you have any questions about all the activities and different things going on in the parks programs this summer, go to our website, joplinparks.org, or check out their Facebook, Joplin Parks and Recreation. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. So, Paul, I appreciate it. Thank you for coming out. And again, this is Lynn Onstot with Joplin Insider. I appreciate your time and your patience in watching us, and we hope to see you again next time. Thank you.